Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear and see us? I see us there.
Yeah.
How's it going? Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
I think it's working. I have it on my phone because for some reason
The chat is not appearing.
the chat is not showing up there. So
Yeah.
if we're looking down, it's either our phone or my notes because I do have notes.
Yeah. Let me try to. Oh
What
no,
did
Steph,
you
I'm
do?
so sorry. I dropped a log.
Oh no. You
Stick.
totally gotta grab it.
I
So
know.
welcome to the usual chaos of the beginning of every one of our live events. Give us a second and
It's
everything
part of
else
the
is
brand.
yeah, it's just part
If you don't
of
know it yet, just introducing this to you.
totally. So
Yeah.
just
Something
giving
always
people
happens.
some time to join
Yeah.
and
How's it going?
yeah, let us
How's
know
your
how's
Sunday?
your Easter going.
Do you also eat chocolates where you're from? I think that's my favorite Easter tradition.
Yeah, that was the reason why Easter was the only holiday that I liked when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I still very much enjoy it.
Yes.
It's like chocolate is one of the best creations humans have come up with. My personal
I agree.
opinion.
How's Stella?
She's great.
She's doing much better. She seems stable now.
Yes.
We have her meds here just in case anything happens. But yeah, after yesterday's episode, we returned with some meds that she, because we are testing, things to
Giving
see.
people like a little background of what happened. We
Yeah.
were doing our bonfire. We're about to finish, and Stella had one of her episodes. I'm not gonna call it one of her episodes. It's not hers. She had a seizure episode, and it's normal. She would take a while to kind of really get used to
Yeah.
the meds and everything, and we were trying to take out some of the meds, actually testing some things out to see if that was gonna work, and it didn't. She can't
It was
stay.
the first med.
Yeah,
And we know that this one we cannot take off.
I
so.
totally had a feeling that we
Yeah.
shouldn't do it, but some things we just gotta try and see how they're gonna work. And she had like a mini seizure is what I'm gonna call it, because she was awake. So when she's totally out, I think it's hard stronger. But we had to finish it, and we couldn't do our live event that was yesterday because we needed to take care of her and see if she was gonna need any more assistance. But today she's totally fine. She's here playing around, as you can see. And I told her that we're gonna be working. I know. We're gonna be working, and she's like, okay, you can work.
And we
but
got
she's
her,
stepping on my
like a
belly.
huge stick that is bigger than her.
Yeah.
To see if it can calm her down.
If she can chew. But
Yeah.
again, she is here because we need to keep an eye on her, and if anything happens, we're gonna need to end this short.
Yeah.
But she's completely fine and stable, and as soon as she gets like the shot is what I'm gonna call, that calms her system down, she spends like about 2 minutes a little drowsy, and then she just wakes up and starts playing around and running in the house and doing her stuff.
I don't
Like
understand how this
completely,
happens.
I don't know.
It should
Drop her
Drop
like
her,
she
and
should
it doesn't.
sleep, and it does not. She's
Yeah.
so full of energy
so funny.
that she's like, oh, I'm fine, and I'm just gonna start playing.
Yeah.
So that's what she's doing now. But yeah, that's why we gotta have her here with us, if anyone is wondering, is because we need to keep an eye on her. She can't just stay alone in the room, and we wouldn't have 1 second of peace of mind if that was the case, and that's very hard to channel when that's happening. But again, just a little update on that. But everything's fine, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, anyhow, we have Yeshua with us today. We're going to be here for the next 20 to 30 minutes channeling his messages for you. I do have some messages that he wanted me to bring through before we get to any questions. So if we have time, we're going to get to any questions. We just did a channeling with him as well on our Patreon, where we have most of our live events, and every month we do 2 channelings there. Every month we do a class and a ceremony. So if you're not yet joined us there and you want to have access to more content and you want to ask more questions and interact a little bit more, you can join us on Patreon as well. But anyways, I'm just gonna give you a few messages that he wanted me to bring through for today, and then we can go through some questions if we have time. Sounds good? I'm gonna drink some water.
Yes, me too. With our Yeshua mugs.
Our Yeshua mugs, which are going to be discontinued from our Etsy shop, by the way. Just giving you a heads up, we're going to post about it next week. But if you want to get any of the mugs, any of the apparel, any of the winter... what is the word for it?
Merch, apparel.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to get out of the store. We're going to bring
Products.
new stuff. So if you want to get anything that you haven't gotten the chance yet...
Not just time.
Yes, our Etsy is
Yeah,
linked
go back here.
below. It probably does. But anyway, so the first message that came through from Yeshua was, rest upon the certainty of your mastery. Because there is like this energy that he makes me perceive in a lot of the collective right now, like an unease, an uncertainty, and a difficulty to trust yourself in a way, that he wants you to be reassured of your own mastery, of your own power, of your own divine creations, you know, that everything is always in the right path. And the other thing that he also said is that you are always provided for, because that tends to be like a big worry for a lot of people. And he wanted to bring this message through, that your higher self, the universe, God, however you want to see this, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, they all have your back, and you are never alone. You are always supported in every way. And sometimes we need to give them permission to act upon, you know, some things for us. We need to give them permission and need to be open for their help, if it is what we want to call it, their assistance and their guidance and their messages. And it can come in any way, shape, or form. But you being open and you saying perhaps like, okay, give me a hand here, you know, they need your okay for that, because all of them see you as this master, as this masterful being that is having an earth experience. That's the easiest way to explain why they need their permission, because they never see you as needing of help. They never see you as like, oh, they don't have their shit together, you know? No, they are always in awe of how powerful you are, how capable you are. So none of your spirit guides or the universe or whatever, they're never looking at you and like, oh, the tiny little human, poor little thing. They have no fucking idea what's going on. They know your mastery, so Yeshua wants you to reclaim that and bring that energy back, you know, into your day-to-day life, however it is that you can. So that was the first and most strong message that he brought through, I'll say. The other thing that came through very strongly was to relay on your soul family, on the beings that you resonate heart to heart, and to share. And that also the other energy that I feel from him and this message, that anything that you do in collaboration now is going to have faster results. So that can mean so many different things. It can mean like perhaps you're thinking about a business idea or like a creation or a creative project that you have. Perhaps bringing someone else in is the answer. You know, bringing someone else that resonates heart to heart with you is the answer. The other thing that can be like your body is needing healing in a certain way. Allowing yourself to, again, give the okay and ask for help, not only of your spirit guides, but perhaps someone else, you know, in your life, someone else in your environment, someone perhaps outside of your comfort zone as well. He is telling you that the more that you collaborate, the more that you are in communion with people that are heart to heart with you, the easier everything is going to be, you know. So don't hide your emotions, don't hide your thoughts, don't hide, but make sure that you're sharing it and bringing it through with people that are resonating with you heart to heart, if that makes sense. So that was, again, a very big one, that a big energy that was coming through from him. And I'm kind of translating what he said, you know, and not channeling word by word right now. I got my nose itching so bad. Excuse me.
There's smoke.
Yes, I burnt some Jerusalem sage in the room, and my nose is like, oh, thank you, I'm purging. But anyway, remember that you're not alone, is what he's saying now. Remember that. Because sometimes it's really easy to feel alone, but feeling lonely and being alone are completely different things. And there is so much power and mastery in loneliness as well, which we're not going to get too deep into because he could talk about this for hours. But remember that you're not alone. Again, remember that you can ask for help, and there is nothing wrong or small or weak in asking for help. You know, if that's what you feel like you need. On a soul level, on an energetic level, on a physical level, a mental level, however this resonates with you, that's the other thing that he wanted to bring through today. And a few more messages. One was, let go of the need to be right or the need to suffer. It's going to be different for different people. Needing to be right also brings suffering. So he's kind of giving like a shortcut that it will be very helpful for you to let go of that need to be right about something, to have people agree with you on something, or to have to need like a strong validation from outside sources. It's not that it can't be healthy in some cases, but if you're feeling like that need to be right, it can be very, very hard for you to coexist, is what he's saying, you know? So each and every one of us, we have different purposes, we have different things that we are creating, we have different beliefs and truths, and it's supposed to be like that on a planet on Earth, like Earth. So let go of that burden, that need to be correct, you know, that need that this is my idea and it has to be this way, because it is this way for you and it's working for you, or either it might not be working for you, but regardless, it's not going to be everyone else's truth. And releasing that can bring you such freedom and such peace of heart that he wanted to bring that energy through. And again, release the energy that you need to suffer, you know, that you need to go through hardships and things need to be hard for you to gain something, you know, that mentality, no pain, no gain. It's just so archaic, is what he says. And absolutely contrary to your truth and your power as a divine creator. And it's something that has been like impregnated into our awareness as a society in most cases. So he wants you to kind of bring that energy through, that, you know what, I don't need to suffer to get what I want, you know. And perhaps if that mentality is so strong and that belief is so strong, you can perhaps convince that part of you that you have probably, most likely, can you see something walking in the background, or is it just my eyesight? Because I totally saw some like, ooh, it's Yeshi. Anyways, that, what was I saying? Why do you distract me like that, Yeshi?
No pain, no gain.
Yeah, that mentality is not helping anyone, and there's no need for that anymore, in a way, if that makes sense. That's all that he wants to say. And to be open to receive love, to be open to receive help and healing and whatever it is that the human parts of you have a need for, if that makes sense for you. You know, instead of trying to diminish the parts of you that believe in certain things like healing, you know, you could just go straight to the awareness that I am whole. I don't need anything, you know, I don't need anyone's help because I don't need anyone's protection. I don't need, because I am God. And if that's working for you, then great, you know, that's a shortcut to your truth. But most people on earth have some fractals within themselves that need a little more tender care, is what he's calling it, you know, that can't be faced with these up front, like as the first step, that there are some steps, and that it's okay for you to compromise with these parts of you and be, let's say, the parent and be the bigger person that says, you know what, yeah, that's okay. Because again, if a child comes for you and says, I feel like I need protection from an energy in my house, you could teach them, of course, that, you know, I can explain it to you that this energy is a part of you that wants to be seen, that wants to be loved, that you are never going to be harmed by anything that you're not allowing, and so forth and so forth. And that can bring like a whole conversation, and it's important that we do so. But would you tell them like, shut up, you know, that are you stupid? We've talked about this. You're protected. You are God. So the child will be like, okay. You know, you're gonna gaslight all of their truths in that moment. So again, the need to be right can be happening with you and your own beliefs as well, and your own fractals of yourself that need a little different perspective and a little bit more of compassion for everything that it has gone through and everything that it's still going through, you know, and everything that it's shifting for you and these parts of you. Sometimes it is the inner child, sometimes it's the mind, or it can be like your ego or something like that. Whatever it is, just like a piece of you that is clinging to a belief, and he's telling you to be compassionate and loving to that part of yourself, you know, and to be open again to receive love, to receive compassion, and receive help in any way, shape, or form that all of those parts of you or any of those parts of you think they need. Is everything okay with people in chat?
They were just asking if they're still able to join the blessing.
Yes, so we can talk a little bit about the blessing. Yeshua says he wanted me to bring through a couple of things that are happening on the blessing. There's still time to join. You can use this QR code on the screen, like point your phone to it, and it can open that for you.
Or the link that is in chat or in the description. Both work. 3 ways.
Yes. And we just shared it on all of our social medias as well, yes. So you can find it there. There's still time to join. And with this, we are going to do a meditation, and during the meditation, you're going to receive a blessing from Yeshua. But I want to tell you a little bit about, because I did a meditation with him, and then I channeled it through so I can bring it for you. And first of all, it's beautiful and so magical, and I cried personally when I was doing it, which is just normal for me, because let's say we're taking you to meet with him, but first we are going to open you up for Christ consciousness dimensions within yourself. And again, it's not that you don't already have it, you're not already accessing it. We're going to just open a portal and take you to this dimension of Christ consciousness energy that is you, you know, in your own heart space. So we're taking you there, and then you're meeting with Yeshua, and then that meeting goes in beautiful, loving ways, and that's how you receive his blessing. And it's going to be very personal to you, and very very directed to whatever your intentions are as well, aside from all the things that he is going to bring. I'm going to mention that during the blessing, but the energies that I was feeling from him that he's bringing to the table with this Easter blessing are fertility, abundance, healing, happiness, prosperity, union. Union, it made me feel like a partnership in every ways, like maybe a partnership of business, like we said, or maybe like more friends to your life, or even like marriage is what I saw, you know. It's like that feeling of like a celebration in union, however that resonates with you, and also satisfaction in every way. So those were things that he is bringing, let's say, as a blessing to you, but you will also get to, let's say, talk to him in that space that will connect you heart to heart to him in a way that I think is beyond anything we've ever done with him before, because it's going to access the Christ in you, so you can connect with the Christ in him, and we're going to be guiding you through all of that. And again, it's so beautiful, the whole thing, and the way that he made me feel, you know, the way that it comes about is just loving. So again, if you want to join, and if you're watching this after the fact, we are going to provide this on our Etsy store, which the link is below, and you can find it there. The meditation is going to be up from Monday the 18th of April until forever probably, on our Etsy store, so we'll be able to get it there as well, because it's okay if you're not doing it on Easter, it's perfectly fine. And also you have that to do as many times as you want, and along with the live guided meditation and blessing, we also have a written channel message on PDF form that you're gonna get on your email, and a water and crystal charging template that you can place like your water to receive more blessings from Yeshua, connect deeper with his essence. And what it made me feel is that people that are already on the journey of channeling and want to channel Yeshua, this meditation would be great for that, for you to connect to him face to face and eye to eye, you know, so you can bring his energy through to you. So if that's something that you are interested in, I would absolutely let's say, what is the word? Sometimes we're just totally totally vanished from my mind. I would advise, it's not the word, anyway, suggest that you suggest why that you do this, because again, it can help you connect deeper with his essence and with his energy in a way that we have not yet done in this group and in this format, at least. So again, for me, I thought it was beautiful, and I feel so grounded and so held in a way. So it can be like, for example, this blessing can be a healing for you, for anyone else that you want to bring through as well. Again, your intentions are very personal to you, but anyways, that's what we're going to do for today's Easter blessing. It will be in about 40 minutes, so you still have 40 minutes to join. And again, it will be...
you can join until the time of the event.
Because you still get the link to participate. And after today, then after it's done, it will be up on our Etsy store, so you can get it there if you're watching it after the fact. So if you're watching it later today on Sunday, tomorrow it will be on our Etsy store. And for you to be notified of whenever it is that we post something on Etsy, you can just follow our store there. And we are always sharing different things most days. And you can also follow us on Instagram, because we're always posting there what we have on our Etsy store as well.
We have been becoming more active on social.
Yes.
As much as we can.
It's been a challenge.
There are phases.
Yes.
Corey said she got the message already automatically on her email, and that's correct. As soon as you sign up, you receive the link to download the message and the template.
Yes.
As well as the link to watch it live.
And I think this is, for me, I think is the most beautiful template that we've ever got.
So beautiful.
It's
I thought
beautiful.
so too.
And so peaceful. And again, it has the codes of Yeshua, that Christ consciousness energy that you can place your water above. So it's a paper that you will print, and it's filled with light language with the energy of Yeshua. So you can place your water over it, and it will infuse the water, or infuse the crystal, or infuse your foods, infuse your herbs, whatever it is that you want to use it for. It's very versatile. And I also explain a little bit on the PDF how you can use the water template anyway. So the last message that I got, so we can finish this part and we can answer some of your questions, was to stop fighting and start forgiving. And I thought that was like, bam. And remember how strong you are, how brave you are. So whatever it is that you might be fighting against, perhaps take a different perspective on it and start forgiving. Forgiving the part of you that wants to fight, forgiving the event, forgiving the person, forgiving in any way, shape, or form. Is going to resonate different for everybody. But that was his last pre-channeled message that I had for you. And I mean, maybe some people are going to resonate, maybe some are not, but he really wanted me to tell you that. To stop fighting and start forgiving. Because that energy of fighting against something is not helping you to align yourself with a vibration that is going to be lovingly productive. That's how he's putting it. So, however this can be manifesting for you, stop fighting against it. And start forgiving the process, and however it is that you can apply that forgiveness. So that's what I had for right now. I'm going to take a look at the chat here on my phone. Just give me a second.
Question here I saw. Do you want to answer it now?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Can you actually expand on something you want to bring in your life, physical or whatever, in conjunction with divine timing? We must honor divine timing, correct?
He's saying that you wanting something means that you are already, let's say, on the line for that thing to happen for you in one way or another. Some things that we want, they might manifest in a completely different way than we expected them to. That also happens. So it means that happenstance is what he's calling it, was meant to bring awareness to you, to a part of yourself that perhaps needed some light, that needed the center of the stage, and so forth and so forth. So when you think that a manifestation perhaps didn't work, it worked exactly as it was supposed to for the lesson that it wanted it to be for you, or it works exactly as you were kind of expecting it to. And he's saying that it is a little bit more rare in a way, depending on how you vibrate and how you work with manifestation and so forth, that things end up not being exactly what you want them to be or what you expected them to be, because you are not confined to anything. So your power of creation is not confined to your expectations at all. So the easiest way for you to allow divine timing in a way that will be, again, more lovingly productive to you, will be to set your intentions and allow yourself to be wowed by the universe, by God within you, instead of setting some specific expectations. So he's not talking about setting specific intentions. That is very necessary in alchemy. Set your specific intention and then open up and surrender to God within you, because that divine timing can be seen in so many different ways if we think about it. You know, divine timing is already occurring since the moment that a divine inspiration came to you. So in truth, it's already happening since the moment that you set an intention for anything to manifest in your life, in the physical, in a mental or emotional way. You are already within that sphere of divine timing, because that intuition came for you, right? That wish, that divine desire came for you. So think more about it as you navigating within that sphere of divine timing. And how do you do that? You enjoy every moment of that manifestation. So instead of just thinking about that quote unquote end goal, because what is an end goal? What is an end? You don't have any ends, right? So instead of just thinking about that one thing, like, okay, let's say I'm going to get married, right? That's what I want. My end goal by wanting a partner is because I want to get married. And then you have your whole life as a married person after that. So since the moment that you receive that divine inspiration, that I want this, I want a partnership for life, you are already within that sphere of divine timing. What you are neglecting is your power of creating day to day and creating that joy, because anything that wants to be manifested in your life wants to be manifested because of joy, because you want to feel joy, because you want to experience love in the physical, in the mental, in the astral, in the mental, right? He's saying you are motivated by love. So instead of you not allowing yourself to love every day, to enjoy every day, to have fun every day, you keep thinking of that one thing that is not here yet. So every time that you're thinking about that one thing that is not here yet, you are putting yourself aside of that bubble of divine creation. You're creating another bubble. That is the bubble of doubt, the bubble of disbelief in your power, the bubble of am I deserving, and so forth. And that is basically not lovingly productive for you, not helpful, right? So again, how do you coexist and become aware of that divine timing, that sphere of divine timing? And he's calling it a sphere because time is not a line, right? As we know, or perhaps we've been taught that it was, but time is not a line that goes from point A to point B. Time is going through you. So you are the stationary being, the divine being that is co-creating everything, and you're creating time. So things are coming and going through you, through your perspective, through your experience, as this divine being that you are here and now. So you're not walking, to a certain place. That place is coming to you. So what can you do then? You can enjoy here and now, the moments that are here and now. So that is what divine timing means. He's saying for me, personally now, I can tell you that divine timing for me means enjoying this divine time. That's what it is. Having fun in this divine time. And knowing that that thing that I was divinely guided to wish, that I was divinely guided to desire, is mine. It's mine by divine creation. And I don't need to know exactly how, when, and in which ways it's gonna happen for me. I can enjoy here and now because I am already within that sphere of divine timing. I love how he explained that. Makes so much sense. I'm gonna look at the...
Tudo bem? O que foi?
She thinks you look so pretty.
Yeah. Stella woke up out of nowhere, staring at me.
She's looking at you like she's never seen you before.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, do you remember me?
Oh, it's so pretty.
Let's see what's next. I gave thanks to Yeshua earlier, showing us the way to use our minds to create what we want, to heal what we want, and to create miracles. Yes.
That
It's
is beautiful.
What Bashar says, to follow your highest excitement without any expectations about the outcome.
Exactly. He says that is a very helpful mentality for you to be always in a frequency of enjoyment.
Yes. Great answer.
Yes. So we have a new art that we drew from Yeshua that I wanted to show to you. Yeshua and Grandmother Anna. Those are both the beings that are here in this. This is new on our Etsy store.
Yes.
And you can get it with 50% off with the code 50party613 because we are celebrating our... why?
Third anniversary.
Our third anniversary of our 613 family in form is what I'm gonna call it. And I did this drawing especially for Easter because he wanted me to, and I said it, I think it was on our live event with him, that he loves to pose for different arts, and we already have like 5 or 6 with him already. I don't even know. Do you know? It's like 5 or 6. Like there is
the silhouette, and then
there he's been posing for a while. There's him with Mary Magdalene. There's a divine masculine aspect of him and a divine feminine aspect of him, and all of it is 50% off on Etsy. And again, the link is on the description. But the most amazing thing I thought was Grandmother Anna showing up for a portrait, because I haven't yet connected to her in this level. She's always more like an awareness for me and a freaking powerhouse, and her message is so beautiful. And there are always on our art, there are a lot of codes and light codes that you can integrate as well and work with these beings a little bit more. So if you feel connected to Grandmother Anna and want to deepen that connection, that could perhaps be a good thing for you, you know. But anyways, so I just wanted to talk about that and all of the other offers that we have on Etsy that again are portraits of divine beings that we bring through. And I always say that most of them are looking you straight in the eye because I want you to connect with their essence through their eyes, and the light language behind them are always light codes from those beings, like their essence, so you can integrate that essence with you. And yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say about this.
I'm gonna leave this here so it's easier to use the code and stuff.
Let me just go through the chat once more.
I love the channeled message from Yeshua and the art. Thank you. Love the Anna too.
Thank you. Let me see before what people were saying. Just a second.
The new ones from Anubis and Unput.
Oh my god.
Are great too.
He's so hot.
Yeah.
Yes. Anubis and his consort is what he calls her, his twin flame. And then we have a message of them together as well. That is a message for twin flames. And I think it was Christina that was saying that she loved it. I think it was on our Discord.
Great timing.
And I thought so too. It was such a powerful message. And they have such a lovely energy and at the same time so powerful. Do we have them here? I don't think we have their images here, right? It's fine. You can find them on Etsy. Yeah. It's Anubis. I was going to call him a Greek god, but he's an Egyptian god, and his twin flame. I'm just seeing if he wants to comment on anything.
The picture of Anna made me cry. She was so welcoming. Yes.
I know. She is. Every time that I channel her, my body needs a while to adjust because her energy is out of this world. Did he really resurrect? He says the short answer is yes. The longer answer will be depends on the timeline that you're looking at. Oh my god, Stella is looking at me with the most beautiful face I've ever seen in my life. Eu te amo, bebê. Eu te amo. But in most timelines he did resurrect, but what happened after that resurrection is very particular to what timeline is connected to your purpose on earth right now. That's kind of how timelines work. And we talk about this every once in a while, that I think we should perhaps have like a master class on timelines, or perhaps like a course, because it's so intricate and so interesting for me personally. But anyways, he did resurrect, and let's say the version of him, the timeline of him that we connect with the most and that we bring through the most for our group, is the timeline where he did resurrect and he lived up to like 600 years after that, in different ways. And again, it's a fascinating story that we are telling with his daughter, right?
Yes.
With Sarit, his first daughter. We are channeling her book, and every month we do one chapter of the book that you get to participate live and watch with us and ask her your questions and be there with us. So if you want to participate in this month's chapter, you can join us for that as well. Do we have the link?
It's on our website. The link for the website is in the description.
Yes. And you can read the prologue of the book as well, which she tells her perspective of the crucifixion. That gives you a little taste of what the book is about. And it doesn't matter when you join us. If you join us for this chapter, that is like the 15th chapter, 16th chapter, whenever we finish it and whenever the book is edited and ready to be published, you will receive a free online or digital copy of it, which is going to have some things that you have not seen on the channelings, on the things so you're going to have some new things as well. But regardless if you followed it from the beginning or if you just got on board, you get a copy of it as well. But yeah, so we've been telling that story through Sarit's perspective, most of it, and she tells everything about since her conception until she releases that body, I'll say. And we go through the whole resurrection and what that meant and what that was. So at some point, I hope soon, in the soon future, we will release that book as well with so much information about all of that.
Yes, and we have so many channelings in our Patreon, like Grandmother Anna we have channeled before, and Yeshua so many times. And it's very likely that all those questions he has answered.
Yes,
in
exactly.
Those channelings at
And
one point.
if you join Patreon, you get access to every single thing we've been doing for 3 years.
Even if you join just for a month, you get access to
everything. So you can watch all the channelings. It depends on the tier that you join, of course. So if you join tier 2, for example, that is the one that we do a channeling every month, and you get access to a channeling and an Ask Us Anything. So you can get channelings, like Flavia said, of Grandmother Anna, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Sarah, and other of the kids, and many other beings as well, like Anubis and Isis and so many beings. And depending on the tier, you will get access to more things like classes and ceremonies, and so we've had so much stuff because we've been doing this for 3 years. And Flavia and I were talking about that, like, first it feels like it's been decades that we're doing this, and at the same time it feels like we started yesterday. But every single one of you that come, and join the family in any way, if it is here on YouTube or our Discord group or Patreon or any way, we feel like we've known you forever. And we were thinking about, like, oh my God, it's only been 3 years, and that's crazy. It's like, there's just so much more, to come and for us to create together. And it makes me very excited, which I just wanted to say as well. Thank you so much for being a part of this family, for being with us, again, even if since the beginning or for just a few months or days, we appreciate each and every one of you, and we love all of you, and we are so grateful for your support and your presence, and just for you being who you are in this beautiful light worker on earth right now. So we have so much love, so much respect, and so much gratitude for all of you. So thank you so much.
And since we get to interact with you guys a lot, but you don't always get to interact with each other, this Discord community is open for everyone. So if you join, use the link that we have in the description, you can, talk to like-minded and like-hearted people any day, anytime, and we share some memes and fun, like book recommendations, or just talk about how, energetic things have been for us and share
Yeah, and
experiences.
sometimes just to have like-minded people to talk to, I think it can be just so healing and so refreshing.
Yes.
Exactly.
So
someone is
we'd
saying
love to
that
have you there,
they have
you
a
know.
very special connection with Mother Mary, and I love that.
Yes.
She's come for us to channel a few times, and we do have a portrait of her with a channeled message as well on our Etsy. And we love working with her energy. We also have a lot of different beings coming through. We're channeling Archangel Michael for Tier 6 this month, and we have a portrait of him coming through as well.
Yes.
Also, we're going to share Kuan Yin, Lakshmi, and I just heard Green Tara is going to come through as well. I have not done it yet, but she is.
We were talking about her these days. Yeah.
So a lot of exciting things, and we feel so fortunate that we get to do what we love and be on our path and doing our mission and being supported and having all of you as our soul family as well. So thank you so much. I think we gotta go because we have the Easter blessing in about 20 minutes. Again, if you want to join, there's still time, and we'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Thank you so much. We love you.